happy with that. I am
But
I am taking 3 classes this semester, but when it's time of your class, I feel another joy that I will see you, I will meet you in the Google Meet. Okay. Today is going to be an interesting topic. Today will go through the elicitation techniques and requirement engineering. So it is going to be a very much interesting class. Is the recording going on? Okay.
yes, sir.
Recording. Okay, so let's start. Aaron,
Yes, sir.
Shamini, are you there?
how are you?
I'm doing good, sir.
Okay, Aaron has done I think one course with me last semester.
Okay.
Let's go to. Can you see my screen?
Okay.
Let's share the screen.
No,
Can you see my screen?
no, sir. Wait a minute. Yes, sir. Yes, I can see.
Okay. So our topics is to the requirement engineering. We have already gone through the first lectures. So today we are going to start lecture 2. This course is going to be a very much easy course, so you don't need to panic. So today we're going to learn about definition, process, and principles. Learning outcome of this class. We don't need this, we don't need this. Requirement engineering. The process of defining, documenting, and maintaining requirements in a software engineering design process by using tool, methods, and principles to describe the system behavior and its associated content. So basically, requirement engineering is the process of defining, documenting, and maintaining requirements that we get from our clients. Okay. And we use tool, methods, and principle to describe what are the behavior that we will see in our expected system. So that is basically the process of defining, documenting, and maintaining requirements in a software engineering design project. Clear, everyone?
Yes, sir.
Clear?
Yes, sir.
Yes,
Okay.
sir.
Then today class we are going to learn about 4 interesting things: requirement elicitation, requirement specification, requirement validation, validation verification, and requirement management. So what is requirement elicitation? The process of obtaining information with stakeholders, which includes gathering, researching, finding, and structuring, and clarifying the requirement. For example, in requirement elicitation, we obtain information from the stakeholder that includes gathering, researching, and defining and structuring and clarifying the requirement. Okay. So in elicitation, the case of elicitation, for example, Mr. X told me that Ishrak, I want to develop a what can I say, ERP system with you. So what I will do, I will then have a meeting with him, the employees of his office, and also I will have some research with the old existing ERPs in the market. I will try to find out the drawbacks of the system and try to implement the drawbacks that those system has in my developed system, so that I can easily make my system better than the other system. Okay. Then how does elicitation works in requirement engineering? So look, here is a nice girl, and she's thinking about a car. She has came to buy a car. So the shopkeeper asking her what color, which model, what are the specs. So that is the requirement. When you buy mobile phone, when you go for buying iPhone, when you tell these are the configurations, 4G, 10 GB RAM, or this specification, Gorilla Glass, these are your requirements. Similarly, in case of software engineering, the client has also some requirement that are listed like this way. Clear till now, everyone? So what are the stages of elicitation? So basically, it is done in 3 phases. First stage is preparing for elicitation. Second stage is eliciting requirements and finalizing the elicitation. So let's see document collection and analysis. In this phase, we will gather documents that previously, if this type of project has been completed or not, then based on those, then we will identify the stakeholder who are going to be our stakeholder, will complete this, that, then prepare use case and process flow diagram. So we will prepare use case and process flow diagram, prepare stakeholders for elicitation, then we will prepare who are the stakeholders for this elicitation. Then elicitation requirement, a series of meeting with stakeholders. Here we will have a meeting with the stakeholders. Then review and finalize requirement. This is finalizing the elicitation. So, have you understand till slide number 8, everyone? Have you understand this slide number 8?
Yes, sir.
Okay.
You got it.
Collecting documentation needed and analyze current system if there is. What I have told existing systems, if there is any, some aspect of the document can be a description of the organization, regular structure, etc. So in the existing document of the similar project, you will find that it will have the regulation and organization structures of the previous projects of the organization. Project details, existing reports and user manual. For example, you are developing an ERP, there must be a user manual for the previously client. So you can use those as a reference. Marketing material, market research, target audiences, media assets, and competitor analysis. Clear? By marketing materials, we can say market research. For example, you want to give... Yes, sir. Any question?
Like social media, sir, for example.
Yes, nowadays on social media, they give forms and they took feedback. But I'm telling you a real life example. In Australia, when I was working for OKT, so our chairman, Mr. Opel Khan, has told me that, Ishraq, I want to develop a POS system for the restaurant, and I want you to be the head of that project. Since I was doing my MBA in major in marketing, so I proposed my boss that, boss, I want 5 employees who will work with me, and we will go to the shop to shop. So in Australia, there are suburbs. For example, in our Malaysia, in Malaysia, we find that there are places, for example, Bukit Bintang, Puchong, Ampang. So like that, in Australia, there are areas like Redfern, then Potts Point, Kogra, Cronulla. So we used to in a day. Our plan was to go to 20 shops. So we have I have 5 members in my team. I sent 5 of the members in 5 team in 5 places. So what they do, they went to the shopkeepers, they write down their requirement and what their existing system have and what they expected the existing system will have. Then they do the market research there. Then they find the target audience who are going to be the target audience. So from there, after gathering the requirement, doing the market research, they come back and they find out who are going to be their target audience. Just a minute. Then media assets and competitor analysis. Then media assets, then what are the basically by media assets you consider that what are the assets the existing social media platform that is spread in the existing. In case of POS, the POS that I am talking with you, in Australia that time there were 3 or 4 POS systems that were doing marketing, that was the top position in the market. I just forget the name since it was 6 years back. So what they used to do, they have circulars that goes here and there, and they used to give the advertisement to everywhere. Then computer analysis. You have to analyze who are your competitors. For example, you are developing a software, or you are developing a website, or you are developing a POS system. Already there are 20 POS systems in the market. Even in Malaysia also, there are 20 POS systems that are existing in the market. But if you want to develop your system, you have to analyze what are the drawbacks of your competitor. If you can make those drawbacks your strength side in your product, then you will get more client. Clear? Everyone? Clear?
Yes, sir.
Then identify stakeholders' role and identify which stakeholders should be involved in elicitation. So, you have to find out, as for example, let us consider Urox. Okay, Urox have many people are the stakeholders of Urox. You know it. I don't know, but teachers are stakeholders. Then exam committee members are stakeholders. Deans are stakeholders. Chamron is stakeholders. I am stakeholders. You are stakeholders. Even the guard who is sitting in front of the lift, he is also one of the stakeholders of Unirazak. But we can consider him as the stakeholder for Urox because he is not directly using Urox. Clear? He is just you cannot involve in the requirement engineering process of Urox because he is not using Urox. He is on the organization, but he is not with the stakeholders. Clear?
Oh, yes, sir. I get it.
Yes, sir. Please, sir. Any questions, sir? Gautam, how are you?
No question, sir.
Yes, no question. Okay. Let me discuss with you a real life example, then you will understand better. During 2017, I was working for this project. Let me show you. Okay, I was working. This is the biggest web portal in whole world because it has almost 4,554 websites under it. Okay, so when we were working for, basically it has started from 2012, so you can imagine it is already 14 years. So when I joined as a new developer in 2017, I don't know actually what I have to do. So my boss was Mr. Dolatul Jamat. So he told me go to the stakeholders and collect the requirements. So I don't know who are my stakeholders at that time. I don't know. So what I have done, I have listed the name of the user who are using this system and who are getting benefited from this system. So who are directly, whose life is dependent or is on the project, we just involve those guys. Okay. Clear, everyone?
Got it, sir.
Okay. Then prepare use case and process flow diagram. So you will see use case diagram a little bit after 3-4 slides, I think, and process flow diagram also. You must learn how to develop this diagram. So in your next week, there may be one tutorial, or you may have a quiz. So on that quiz, you're going to know that how this works and how you can go forward with these things. Okay. So let's move forward. Then prepare stakeholder for elicitation. Communication means schedule meeting, key personal information. So if you want to prepare your stakeholder for elicitation, you must communicate with them. Then schedule meeting. You can schedule meeting with them in Google Meet or face-to-face meeting, and key person information. So for example, for Urox, if you want to know, if you want to have more requirement and if you want to develop something more, you know who is the key person? Our Dean sir. You can just communicate with Dean sir or Dean madam, and you can know that what are the key things or what are the key information they want to be there in the software. So this is the use case diagram that I have discussed with you. So look, here is a user. He can first he have to log in. If login, for check number to contributor per person, check density of contribution by group, and check density, this circle represents the work. So for this, accessing this works, login must be included. Okay. Again, if you want to print result, these three must be included because the include relationship is here to represent the relationship between the dependency on the thing, because without logging you cannot check number of contributors per program. Okay. So what developer does, they just develop the application. So regarding use case diagram, do you have any question or will I explain it from any other place? Are you clear with use case diagram, or I have to explain it from anywhere? Dear student, are you clear with it?
Yes, sir.
No, sir.
Clear? Okay. Then I think the use case diagram, if I can show you by drawing, it is the best idea of showing you this. But let me check. Is it if I can draw you a use case diagram, then it is best for you on hands. Because if look, so while drawing use case diagram, you have to remember three things. Actor. Do you know who are actors? For example, we are developing Food Panda. Okay. Are you familiar with Food Panda in Malaysia? Everyone?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So in
There's-
Food Panda, who are going to be your actors? In Food Panda, our actors is going to be the customer who is giving the order of the food, customer, then the manager, then delivery man. Okay, so these are our three actors. So, are you clear what is actor now? Clear with the term actor, everyone?
The
Yes,
food.
sir.
Then, if you want to represent use case, okay? So, do you know what is use case? So, what are the features of customer? Do you know as a customer what you can do? You can log in, you can
Password?
log in, you can order food,
Oh.
you can order food, you can order food, log in, order food, then you can what you can do? What more you can do? Order food, log in, then
Share
check out.
location? Oh,
Yes,
location? Share location.
yes. Check out,
Location.
share location. These are the things you can do as a customer. Okay. So now these features are going to be your use case. Okay. I will draw it on hand. So just now, have you understand what is use case is? Everyone?
Yes, sir.
Everyone? And the system boundary you are seeing, it is the boundary outside. So I am now I am not drawing it. I am not drawing it in a paper, and I am sharing with you. Just a minute, okay? I am just drawing it on the board. Can you see it? Is it visible to you?
A bit. I can only see a bit, sir.
Okay. Let me draw it, because if I um, can show you like this, it will be more difficult. But I'm scanning and giving. Just a minute. I just need 2 seconds to draw it. Okay. So
Okay.
what first we will draw an actor. Okay. Actor, then and then we will draw the system boundary. Good. Let me include what is the order, food, checkout, share location, and payment. Okay. So now I am just sharing the image with you, scanning. Just a minute. Okay, just a minute. I'm just scanning the image and giving. Just a minute. So let's open it on our WhatsApp. No. See that. Let's open it and see what we have found. Look. Save images. If I can have a board, I can show you because I can do it with directly, but it will create a problem for you because you are still new. So I don't look here. This is our customer. I didn't mention the name. So the use case is login. When he is login, you can see he can order food, he can check out, he can share location and payment. And after login, he can include this. Okay. So I am sharing with you. Then if you understand it or not, please let me know. Else, then I will show you in another way. I think we have a WhatsApp group, everyone. Can you give me a login to WhatsApp group? I'm giving it in the WhatsApp group.
No, monsieur.
Software already have. I'm going to share software requirement engineering. Which one is my group? Requirement engineering. One. Is this the group, everyone?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir. This is our group.
Okay, photo. Okay, so you can see the diagram in the group, and the system boundary, the use case, and the actors. How I have written. Can you see and understand? And here is the include. I have mentioned here the include that for login, for using these use cases, you must include the login. Clear? Everyone clear? Clear use case? Is use case easy? Or will I have to show another example? Easy? Everyone, use case easy?
Yes,
Or
sir.
shall I show you another example?
Can you other example?
Yes? So look, here you can find something about it. I am the use case if you want to learn a bit or more things about it. Okay. So this is going to be a more features of use case, actors, how it is represented, the use cases, represented the system boundaries. So you can have a little bit if you want to learn. So I am just making you understand the things that you can need for use case diagram. You can also learn from this, but let me make you understand what is this, how this works. So look, association. A line connecting the customer actor to the transfer fund use case indicates the customer involvement in the fund transfer process. So we have already seen this in include relationship. For example, if you want to access the shared location, anything you must log in. So that is the include relation. And extend relationship is that can be or cannot be. Extend relation is basically, for example, you can add anything more or any. For example, I booked a ticket on the plane. My case is going to be booking ticket, but after booking ticket, I can book either first class or either economy. So that is what extend relationship expect. So are you clear with include and extend relationship, everyone? Are you clear with include and extend relationship? If you are not clear, please let me know.
All right, sir.
Clear?
Yes.
Clear, sir.
Everyone?
Clear, sir.
Because if you want to be a software architect, you must know this. Okay.
Okay, sir.
Okay, so let's move forward. generalization relationship. The generalization relationship established is a connection between two use cases, indicating that one use case is specialized version of another. For example, you can see in rent vehicles, both rent car and rent bike are its subsets. So that is called generalization. You don't need that much in your diagrams. So basically, you can see here is one use case diagram of an online shopping system. So you can see the generalization relationship between web customer. Both registered customer and new customer are subset of web customer. So what can do? They can view item, make purchase, checkout, and client registration. On the other hand, the service provider use the work of authentication, identify provider, credit payment, and PayPal. So these are the four actors that use basically on the side of the client side they use to find it is okay or not. So this is a simple use case diagram, but the real world diagram is not that much difficult. The diagram that I have shown you is like that. Okay. So are you clear with the use case diagram, everyone? Clear, everyone? Use case diagram?
Skew diagram.
Yes.
Oh, never mind. Okay, sir. I thought it's secure diagram.
No, use case diagram it's simple. It's just about understanding the use cases, but basically your requirements are the use cases, okay? And the actors. For example, let me discuss with you in UROX. There are three types of actors: admin, student, and teachers. So what teachers can do? Teachers can assign mark. Teachers can view assignment. Teacher can give attendance. So these are the three use cases of the teachers, and here actor is the teacher, and the system boundary you can draw it. For accessing this, the teacher must log in. So the login will have the include relationship with this. Clear? Clear, everyone?
Clear, sir.
Yep.
Okay. So let's move on to a slide now. So what is flow diagram? Do you know this? What is the flow diagram?
Flow diagrams are based on a chart. Hi.
Basically, the steps you follow while doing a work. Okay. For example, today I am telling you that I will go to Unirazak. So my house is at Puchong. So how I can go? So from here I live in Koitropika. So I will hire a Grab. With the Grab I will go to Bandarputri. From Bandarputri I will take a train to Sungai Besi. So from Sungai Besi I will interchange another train, then I will go to Ampang Park, and from there I will go to Unirazak. So this entire process, when I will express it like a step-by-step procedure, start to end, this is a flow chart. Clear? Everyone? Flow diagram?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
I will describe this diagram. Start. First, login. Identify students' knowledge level. Answers ILS questionnaire, calculate learning style. So this is the flowchart of a initialization of a student model. So you can practice flowcharts related to this. I will give you some exercise. Okay. So now, stages of elicitation process. Document collection and analysis. We know this. Identify stakeholders. We have talked about it. Prepare use case and process flow diagram. Already in the previous slide we have talked. Prepare stakeholder for elicitation. Who are going to be your stakeholder? That is one thing. Then eliciting requirement. A series of meeting with the stakeholders. Okay. You will have a series of meeting with the stakeholders. Review and finalize requirement, the last step. Clear? Everyone clear?
Yes, sir. Clear, sir.
So, elicitation happens during a series of meeting with stakeholders. Task of requirement engineering during this meeting. Define requirement for development team and stakeholders. So what happens here? It defines the requirement for the development team and stakeholders. So as a developer, when my business analyst went to a meeting with the client for the requirements, I'm always thinking what are the requirements he will bring, because I have to code that way. For example, my client told that he want to develop a login panel. So as a developer, I have to be ready that after my requirement comes, I will develop his login panel. So number one, define requirement for developer team and stakeholder. Is it clear to you? My dear student, is it clear to you?
I'm sorry, sir. Could you repeat?
Okay, let's cool down and thinking. Just a minute. Define requirement for development team and stakeholder. For example, as a business analyst, when I and you have a meeting with the client, our first task is to define the requirement, what you want from the system. Okay. For example, I told Aaron that, Aaron, can you develop a hospital management system for me? So Aaron will come to me and Aaron will ask, because Aaron is the developer and also he's the business analyst of the team. Sir, what is the expectation from what you want from the system? Then I will tell Aaron that, Aaron, look, the previous system that are in the market, you make a research on them, what are the features they have, and I will give him 5 to 10 requirements. Then what Aaron will done, Aaron will go to home and will start coding. He will draw a use case diagram. Okay. Then Aaron will again text me back. Just, sir, here is this use case diagram. Is it okay? So can I go for the coding? After I confirm him, then Aaron can move to coding. Clear? Everyone? Do you know one thing? The guy who done this work of analyst, okay, collecting and gathering requirement from the client and bringing it to the developer, gets the highest number of salary in the industry. In Malaysian, according to Malaysian software industry I have worked, I have seen he got the salary of 10,000 to 12,000 ringgit, where a developer get a salary of 4,000 to 5,000. Clear? Everyone?
Yes,
Yeah.
sir.
Then guide the discussion. That I have told you, have the discussion that you have fine. For example, if your client tell his budget is only 10,000 ringgit and he's telling you that he wanted to make a system like ChatGPT, will you? Can you develop ChatGPT with 20,000 ringgit? Possible?
I don't think so.
Yes.
Maybe 50-50.
So, yes. So if your clients, no, you can't say 50-50 to the client, because client is such a guy, he will try to fetch everything with you with the minimum number of effort. Okay. Clear?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So if you're clear now, let's move to next step. Document the discussion. So what are the things we will gather from there? We must document it. Okay.
All right.
Then follow up if necessary. So if everything is done, then you have to follow up. Okay. With the client time to time. After developing, just knock the client, brother, please come to a Google Meet meeting. Let's see if it's okay or not. Okay.
Okay, sir.
Then finalizing the elicitation. ER needs to review and finalize the requirement. Why should the requirement be implemented? What problem does it solve? And what benefit does it provide? For example, I am telling Aaron, you are developing a hospital management system. Fine. Now, in the hospital management system, I want a payment gateway so that I can do my payment with touch and go while admitting to the hospital. Aaron will ask me, sir, why should this requirement be implemented? What problem does it solve and what benefit does it provide? Then I will explain it to Aaron. Then what? What is the exact meaning of requirement? What are the business tools and what are the compliance of or other requirements? So we need what are the business tools and what are the compliance of other requirements. Then how? What are the possible ways to implement requirement and what are the possible obstacles? For example, I am telling Aaron, please integrate AI in my hospital management system. But I gave him time of 2 months and giving him a monthly 10,000 ringgit. So can Aaron do that? Aaron, can you?
Yes.
Sure. Just think once.
I'll put it as no.
I don't think enough money. No.
The possible obstacles. What is the possible obstacle? Time and money. Clear?
Clear.
Yes, sir.
Then, how urgent is the requirement and how it should be prioritized? For example, suppose Aaron is working in Eurox team or Kautam is working in the Eurox team. Okay, all of a sudden, a system bug is found in Eurox that everyone can log in the system with the password admin@gmail.com and password from 1 to 8. So, as a developer, what will be your first task to solve this? No, because if any student got the teacher access of the teacher's portal, do you know what he will do? He will change all the marks. So clear that requirement, how he will prioritize the requirement.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Stakeholders give approval and requirement engineering can hand in the requirement to developers. Okay. So after the approval of the given approval and requirement engineer can hand it to the requirement to developers. So after the approval from the stakeholders, the requirement engineer will handle it to the developers. Clear, everyone? Clear?
Yes, yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Then what are the top 9 elicitation techniques? Do you know, everyone? Interview, in person or virtually. For example, I have found that Aaron is wanted to the hospital management system. So with whom he will interview? The doctor, obviously, the doctor and the patient and also the CEO of that hospital. Clear?
Yes,
Clear?
sir.
Then brainstorm session. In the brainstorm session, Aaron, his fellow developers, the project managers, everyone will sit together and they will brainstorm. What are the things we can do? What are the ideas we can implement here? What new can do there? Okay. Then focus group, small group discussion. So you can have a small discussion with the focus group. For example, you're focusing on the group of doctors. So then you will meet the doctors and you will have a small group discussion with them. Then requirement workshop, formal meeting to analyze requirement. When I was working for the national portal in Bangladesh in 2017, there were a day-long requirement workshop. And on that workshop, we all are sitting with white paper and pen. Clients, stakeholders are coming, they are giving their requirement, we are documenting it. Then on the after lunch, post lunch, we just note down all the requirement together, and from there we find out what are the actual requirement and what, why, and how they will solve the problem. Okay. Clear? Requirement workshop, everyone? Clear?
Got it.
Create visual representation, use case diagram, flowchart. Seen? Have you seen this previously? Or if you're developing a website with Figma, you can develop the UI of that website. Clear? Prototyping?
Yes, sir.
Yes.
Interface analysis, who will use, how it works, what data it needs. For example, you are developing an Android hospital management system. In hospital management system, what the client wants, what the patient wants. You want that he can communicate his doctor, he can book appointment. So you must analyze what are the requirements he wants from the interface. Clear?
Clear, sir.
Survey and questionnaire, obtain feedback. So you should obtain the feedback from the user. Documentation analysis, analyze the existing documentation. Okay, you should analyze the existing documentation that the previously hospital management system have. So clear, everyone? Clear?
Yes,
Yes, sir.
clear, sir.
Challenges in requirement elicitation. For example, new project domain. For example, I'm telling you the truth. I'm not telling you the false thing. Recently, I have been taken Viva from I have been shortlisted for the post of AI engineer in a software company in USA. So uh, I think I might have the joining in the next month if everything is okay. But I don't know. I'm sure that will I join it or not because I have to. The problem that I have to face their new project domain. They work with their the companies currently working with their neural network, and what they do, they just build the code with system with Python, then they connect it with their robots and they make innovative work with it. But from my my career experience, I haven't worked on those projects. Or like previously, I never was on the projects of robotics or anything. So it is creating a challenges for me in requirement elicitation. Clear?
Oh, clear, sir.
Unclear project vision. Here's the problem that I will facing after if I join there. Unclear project vision because I don't have much knowledge of robotics. Okay, I don't know what actual. I know AI, I know machine learning, but I don't know what is robotics. Okay, the never-ending requirement in those project. For example, the way the robot they are developing it for doing household work, and also it can drive car and everything. The research project that is going on, it's a never-ending requirement because with the changes of time, new requirements will come. I know. Then limited access to documentation. We can document anything for that because you know with the changes of time, with the changes of era, with the changes of location, everything changes. Okay, focusing on how to do instead of what to do because we don't know, we have never worked on a robotics project. So what are the what what it will do, you don't know. We are just focusing on how to do because we have never worked on this type of project. Okay, then important of requirement elicitation, allowing development team to estimate the timeline delivery for project. Okay, for example, you have collected all the requirement from the client or the stakeholders by requirement using the requirement elicitation technique. But after collecting the requirement, the development team must have a schedule that on this day I will show the front end, on this day I will show the back end, on this day I will show this feature, that feature. Clear? Everyone clear?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Then able to provide client with a realistic budget and release date. For example, I am telling you everyone, it is also a learning of the life. You just that sir is telling today, that's not like that, but it's for your whole life. You should promise to do the work that you can do. You should not say that, for example, I am giving you an assignment and you are telling me, sir, I will give you tomorrow, but you give me it after 4 to 5 days. It doesn't keep it will break my trust on you. So what we will do in case of development also, just you should know what is the realistic budget, how much cost you will have for developing the software, and how many days will it take. So able to provide client a realistic budget and release date. Okay, clear everyone?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Okay, so now then is avoid confusion by streamlining communication in one document, a mutual understanding of what should be done and when to finish. So in one document you should avoid confusion of what to do and when to finish. Okay, there must be a mutual understanding between the stakeholders and the development team that when we'll deliver the project to them. Okay, because without mutual understanding, if you give deadlines that are infeasible, that will hamper your project. Reverse hidden requirement. Stakeholders with their domain knowledge might think some requirements necessary to discuss, but developers need to know each aspect. For example, you are end of the project, you are ready to deliver, you are going to submit it to the client, then all of a sudden your stakeholders came and say that I want a button here, I want a change in the color. So let me discuss with you. You have developed a website with entire color combination of maroon and white. So if all of a sudden your client came and tell that I want to make the pink, so do you think that you don't have to change it again? You have to do the entire front end work again. Okay, clear everyone? Clear.
Clear, sir.
Then we are end with the requirement elicitation technique. So can we take a break of 10 minutes, everyone? Will it okay? Because our class,
Cancel.
Yes, okay, sir.
because already we have gone through many things. Okay, students, thank you. Let's have a break of 10 minutes.
Lokesh.
So, can we start again, everyone? Everyone, can we resume?
Yes, can, sir.
Okay. Now we are going to an important thing. That is requirement specification. The process of generating formal software requirement model, including functional requirement, non-functional requirement, and the constraint in total. Here diagram I have shown you. For those who have done the course software development project with me, I think they know this, but I will teach you again. Data flow diagram, we will see this functional decomposition diagram, FDS, etc. So what is requirement specification? The process of generating formal software requirement model, including functional requirement. So do you know what is functional requirement? I am developing the, for example, let's check. I am working as a developer. Can you see my screen, everyone?
Can see, sir.
Okay. Let's see. So what are the functional requirement here? So functional requirement is number one, interactive UI, then check in and check out, then online payment, and then search products. Then what? Another is what? I'm not using Foodpanda for lots of reasons. I forget. What is more features in Foodpanda? Anyone? Can you share with me?
Customer.
Yes. Customer is interactive UI, check-in, check-out, online payment, search products, and also, okay.
Restaurant, sir.
These are functional requirement. What is non-functional requirement? Hosted in an AWS server. Okay.
Security.
Yes, uninterrupted process. It will not interrupt or it will not crash. Okay. Process. Then security. So now are you clear about functional and non-functional requirement, everyone?
Yes, sir.
Yeah. Okay. So let's then another thing is, and the constant in total. So what is the constant? For example, if you are telling that, sir, I can develop a entire process of from login, checkout, customer order process. So what is customer order process? For example, usually on industry we have to follow some workflow diagram and we have to work. So let's write a customer order process. Customer order process, what customer done? Search for food, select food, log in, order, payment. Okay, so this is the entire process of customer order process. So while working on this process, search for food. So what you have to done in the search for food, you have to, as a developer, you have to fetch data from the food table. Okay, so from the food table, as you have to fetch data, so you have to create the API there. Then select food. The food that will be selected, it will directly goes to the order table. Okay, then you have to create a login logout page also for login of the customer. Then after login, they will order. Okay, they will directly go to the order. So then you have to create another UI for the order, and you will also make the payment. So this entire process, the entire step that is followed here, for doing this, if for example Kautam is telling me, sir, I can do this in 2 weeks. Single-handedly, Kautam is telling that, sir, I can do this in 2 weeks. Is it feasible? Is it feasible? Do you think?
Maybe so.
Probably.
He can do it, but by 100% accurately without 3 weeks he can do that. So what is the constraint here? Time? Clear? Time?
Sure, sir.
So can you find what is the constraint here? While developing a software, you have to think that I have to connect to that table, I have to connect to this table, I have to fetch the data using the APIs, then I have to consume it again from the front end using React Axios. So everything you have to think while when you are working as a developer. Okay, so as a business analyst or requirement engineer, you must know that what is the limitation of your team. Okay, clear everyone?
Yes, sir.
Okay, then requirement verification and validation refers to the set of tasks that ensure that the software implements a specific function accurately. So in this phase, it is going to identify if you are building the right products or not. Okay, verify, it will verify. For example, Kautam has developed the entire food order process, and now the testing team or the manager of the testing team will check if it's according to the requirement. He will verify if all the requirements are met, then he will say okay, verify. Then validation refers to the set of tasks that ensure for the software is traceable to customer requirement. If requirements are not validated, error propagation will happen, resulting modification. Are we building the right product? So it will ensure the task that Kautam is doing, connecting to the database, fetching the data, again consuming the data, all are doing on the right phase or not, the right process or not. Clear? Everyone clear?
Yes, sir.
Requirement verification and validation. If requirements are not validated, errors in the requirement definition will propagate to the successive stages, resulting in the model of modification and rework. Then what is the validation process? The requirement should be consistent and not conflicting with each other. Okay. But what is the validation? But the requirement should be consistent and not conflicting with each other. The requirement should be complete in all aspects. The requirement should be practically achievable. So what is the validation process? In the validation process, the requirement should be consistent. Okay, and it is not conflicting with each other. The requirement should be complete in all aspects, and the requirement should be practically achievable. If you develop something that is not practically achievable, it's not nothing. Then what is validation method? Review test cases and body checks. Then what is requirement management? The process of analyzing, documenting, tracking, and prioritizing and agreeing on the requirements and controlling the communication to relevant stakeholders. So after developing the system, you must communicate with the stakeholders that is it okay? Is it match your requirement? Will it serve your purpose? Because if the client is not happy, the customer is not happy, you know your all the attempts, your all the good things will go in vain. Clear? Clear, everyone?
Sure, sir.
Take care of changing nature. So if there is any changing thing, you take care of it. So what is the process model? How the process model work? Number one is milestone. You have to finalize, for example, currently what is your most achievable milestone to get a good grade and pass unit check. For example, for the project, you have to fix the milestone. This 24 days I will do this 10 days I will complete this. Then activity. What are the activities will you do? Then artifacts. What the thing is involved in completing these activities. Then roles. Who will be in which role? For example, Kautam is tester. Then Aaron is developer. I am working as a project manager. Then tools. What are the tools you will use? Shall we go for Laravel? Shall we go for .NET in backend? Or shall we use Django? On the front end, shall we go for React? Shall we go for Angular? Or shall we go for Vue.js? So this is how process model work. So do you have any question from here? Slide number 23. Everyone? Do you have any more questions from here?
No questions, sir.
No question, sir.
Fine. So let's move forward. Then describe how to process something, how to perform it, task 1, and focus elements of this activity orientation. Describe how to process something, how to perform it. Okay. Then focus elements of activity model, role, perform activity, then artifacts are input and output. Then process model, activity orientation, description of the work process, disadvantage, restrictive. Definition of order in time, extensive planning required. Then detailed instruction for action, quality of result hard to assess, and reference to all affected artifacts and under specification of artifacts. Okay. So process model, artifacts orientation, what is developed, what does the result look like, who is responsible for the result. Okay. So what is developed? For example, you are developing Food Panda. What does the result look like? It is a food delivery system. Who is responsible for the result? As a project manager or a team leader, he is going to be the responsible person for this result. Okay. Clear? What
Okay,
process
sir.
model describe? Then focus.
Yes.
Elements of artifact model, roles responsible for result, artifact have dependencies, activities is planning for elaborating result. So it focuses on artifact model, roles responsible for results, and artifacts if the artifacts have dependencies with each other, and activities is planning for elaborating result. Then process model, artifact orientation, detailed description for result, high level curve, use of thinking in processes, consisting result reduction of plan is costly, and accessible quality due to description and dependencies, and consistency terminology across all project. Then this is something we don't need that much. Problem orientation versus solution oriented. Problem orientation, customer purposes problem and the developer finds solution. Solution orientation, customers purposes solution and developer start implementation. So what happens in problem orientation, your customer will proposes a problem, and the developer, as a developer, you have to find that solution. And in solution orientation, customer proposes solution and developer start implementing. Risky approach, suboptimal solution, mismatch between solution and problem, and work around instead of solution. So thank you. Do you have any more question, anyone?
No, sir.
So are everyone, are we clear, everyone?
Yes, all good, sir.
Yes, sir.
Okay, sir.
So we are end with this week tutorial or this week's slide. So let's call the attendance. I think this is enough for us today, or will I show more, or is it enough?
A bit.
Enough, sir.
Okay. Timetable, capture attendance. Aaron, Adrian, Aisha, Artitan, Haikal, Kautam, Kishore. Where is Loki? Is in the class? Megat, Adams, are you in the class? Megat?
Yes, sir.
Azizul? Okay. Adrian? Adrian, are you in the class? Adrian, I'm waiting for you. Are you in the class? Arif is in the class. Ayman is in the class. Adrian? Daniel? Daniel, are you in the class? I have I think seen him. Daniel? Daniel bin Yazid?
Yes, sir.
Danish? Danish? Hadif is in the class, very good boy. Danish, where is Danish? Okay, Danish. Ravnesh? Samini? Samini? Sangita?
Yes, sir.
Saida? Dinesh? Dinesh?
Sir, Shahida got.
Sir, Shamni got.
Okay. Dinesh?
Are you sleeping, Shamini?
No.
Dinesh? Vaishnavi? Vaishnavi?
Don't have, sir.
Okay. So thank you everyone. Goodbye for the class and meet you again.